Members, I have another handout that I handed out earlier about this. It says medical terminology for categorizing induced terminations of pregnancy. On top, you'll see a part that I highlighted with ink midway down. Talks about the dilation and evacuation procedure, also known as DNX, which is the term that the abortionists use, and in some cases even the medical people use, who can also be the abortionists at times. That language in that handout, members, comes, I'll read it to you. It says, intact dilation and evacuation. DNX is one type of DNE procedure. DNX procedures should be included in the DNE category. DNX procedures are sometimes called, and then it's bolded, partial birth abortions. Members, this is a terminology and billing table that is found on the Minnesota Department of Health website. Our Minnesota Department of Health recognizes the term partial birth abortions, and I wish that Minnesota extreme Democrats that are bringing forward this language.
Point of order.
Senator, something that's been brought to my attention earlier, and I still try to give folks a little latitude, is name calling of colleagues is not appropriate. You can call the bill extreme, that's fine. Just like I would not allow Democrats to, personalize it by party as opposed to a bill that's being presented. So I just ask that you refrain from using that language. You can call the bill extreme, that's fine, but we will not put the word Democrat there because that would be inappropriate. So I'm going to just say that to all of us, no matter which side of the aisle that we're on, we are still colleagues, and we can not like a bill, and we can not agree with it. You can call the bill extreme, you can call it whatever you want, but we will not personalize it with parties. So with that gentle reminder, Senator Drazkowski.
With all gentleness, Mr. President. Thank you. Mr. President, this is a barbaric procedure that we're talking about here today. I've got a summary in front of me that I created as I made some notes from the description that the Ohio abortionists put in a publication, the same one who put the diagram together that I shared. When a baby is big enough to survive outside the womb, it becomes impossible to do a dilation and evacuation abortion. A DNE is where you rip apart the baby with sharp grabbers while she is still in the womb and suck it out through a tube in pieces. In a partial birth abortion or a dilation and extraction, the abortionist grabs the feet and starts pulling to deliver the baby breech and pulls the legs out and delivers everything but the head. The abortionist then stabs the baby in the back of the head with a scissors and uses a suction catheter to suck out the baby's brains. Mr. President, while only seconds earlier she was healthy and struggling to be delivered, to draw her first breath and begin crying, the baby is now delivered dead. Members, that's the barbaric practice of partial birth abortion. We need to eliminate this from our state and conform to federal law so that the women and babies and girls in the future in the state of Minnesota can have the protection that this extreme bill aims to tear out. Thank you, Mr. President.